Hello, today I will be talking to you about how to provide a learner-centered environment for online learners. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Reagan Laborde. I am a middle school teacher and I am in the graduate program here at University of North Texas. I am also a lifelong learner and education advocate. Let's discuss why you should implement learner-centered instruction. First, to engage learners more fully in the content. Next, to develop more sophisticated learners. And lastly, to create a safe environment for learning. Did you know that online learners on average perform better than face-to-face learners? However, many factors need to be taken into account when making online learning meaningful and interactive. Today we will discuss 5 strategies for creating a learner-centered environment for online learners. The first strategy is implementing class discussions. Class discussions provide learners the opportunity to discuss their learning. Study shows that learners should not learn in isolation but should be able to talk to each other about what they learn. Here are a few class discussion tools you can implement. The first is your institution's LMS. Using a LMS such as Canvas or Google Classroom is simple and allows users to respond on their own time while still getting the collaborative piece. Secondly, web conferencing such as Zoom or Google Meets. This allows learners to have a face-to-face discussion without having to actually meet up face-to-face. Lastly, an edtech website such as Flipgrid, Padlet, or Jamboard allows for quick and easy discussions. The next strategy is group projects. Group projects are important especially in adult learning because so many learners come with years of knowledge and experience that they can share with one another. Here are a few group project tools. First, anything Google. Google Slides, Google Docs, Google Sheets, they all lend themselves to collaboration. Secondly, web conferencing tools allow users to meet easily with one another. Lastly, task management sites such as Monday.com or Redbooth allow learners to share calendars with one another so they can track each other's progress. If you do choose to implement group projects, a few considerations might need to be made, such as group member roles, especially if you are working with younger learners. Also consider making it optional, especially for your adult learners. Lastly, make it structured. Make sure to have clear expectations. The third strategy is provide reflection opportunities. Studies show that learner satisfaction is one of the most important parts of an effective course. Facilitators should find time to allow for learners to reflect on their learning and on the course effectiveness. Here are some quick and easy reflection tools. First, a virtual journal such as Flipgrid or Blogger. Next, surveys such as satisfaction surveys to evaluate the course. Lastly, exit tickets. Anyone who has been in education knows that they must evaluate learning at the end of the class if you are teaching a synchronous course. This also allows your learners to self-evaluate. Remember, providing consistent feedback is important for learners of all ages. The next strategy is provide opportunities for peer assessment and review. Studies show that learning from or with peers is motivating for learners. Allowing opportunities for students to learn from each other promotes self-efficacy and motivation. Here are a few peer review ideas. The first is allow peers to provide feedback on each other's assignments or papers. This can easily be done by using Google Tools or discussion forums. Next, allow learners to create lessons or assessments for their peers. Learners often learn better from their peers. The last strategy I have for you is provide choices for your students. Providing choices for learners increases accountability and agency in the learner. Here are some ways you can provide choices. The first is choice boards. I implement choice boards a lot in my classroom because I teach young learners. This allows them to choose what they learn about a topic. Next, allow the learners to choose what they create. Some like to make presentations, others 3D objects. Lastly, differentiate for styles. Provide opportunities for learning in different styles such as visual, auditory, or tactile. All in all, remember learners are most satisfied when they are provided choice, they can take accountability, and are in a safe learning environment. Here are the references I used for this presentation. Thank you for listening.